Hello everybody, welcome to Bendy and the Ink Machine. The archives. I'm sorry guys if I didn't mention the archives, because I didn't have the footage yet, but now we're in the archives. The archives. Bendy and the Ink Machine began the devil. Dude! Sorry about that. This is cool. What's this? Concept Bendy. This is the first version of Bendy ever modeled. In the earliest concepts, Bendy was much smaller and cuter, with a face that split open to reveal a terrifying mouth. Woo! Alpha Bendy. Damn, this is the one that we play against. This is the original game used design of Ink Bendy. From the earliest version of Chapter 1, it is gently referred to as bird poop with a smile among the development team. Beta Bendy. Kind of looks a little familiar. Wow. Beta Bendy. This was Ink Bendy's form until the release of Chapter 4. At the time, the game received a major visual upgrade, and the title character got a new model as well. Sweet. Alright. Ink Bendy. Okay, Ink Bendy. Ink Bendy is, as we know him today, although similar to Beta Bendy, this upgrade version was remodeled, enhanced with a higher polygon count, and given new ink effects. Yeah, this one has to be my favorite. Has to be. Beast Bendy. Ink Bendy's horrific final form in Chapter 5 pulled away the cartoon facade and revealed the ink demon within. You thought that we weren't gonna read all of them? Nah, you're crazy. We're gonna read all of them. Before we continue, I just want to look at this. Damn, it's the dude from Chapter 4, the Butcher Gang. Oh yeah, I also looked it up. His name is meant to be Beerchum. Beerchum? How in the hell do you pronounce his name? Look, this is the Ink Machine. We have to read this. Before a major usual upgrade, this version of the Ink Machine was the one used in the game. Much of this machine's iconic fan-loved design was translated into the final version. Damn. I kind of like this one better. I don't know why. Okay. Pipers. Strikers. Fishers. Damn, that's Alice, and that's other Alice. Good Alice and bad Alice. Sammy Lawrence. I want to look at the posters. Oh yeah, I also looked it up that she's meant to be like Susie Alice Angel, and I don't know her. So Susie is meant to be like evil. Yeah. So that his name is Piper, his name is Striker, and his name is Fisher. I see. Okay, I see. Early in development was just a few weeks to create Chapter 2. The beta searchers were designed in record time before being fully retooled later on. They were the first fighting enemies encountered in the game. What the hell? Final Searcher. Okay, let's see. The Final Searchers were from more robust in appearance. They were smoother with better ink effect and a more human appearance. Alright, Beta Sammy. This is what Beta Sammy looks like. The type of overalls thing is not reaching him. With his first appearance in Chapter 2, fan favorite Sammy Lawrence became a terrifyingly entertaining character. When his slim build was demade, not threatening enough, he was redesigned. He was redesigned and given a better skeletal rig for more advanced animation. Ooh, nice. Where's the projectionist? Bro, why didn't they add the projectionist? He's still important. Final Sammy. Sammy Lawrence final form came complete with a bulked up stature and more powerful limbs, and the mad songwriter may finally get noticed now, at least by fans. And what do I call you guys? Beta Boars. Papa was the original name of the character that eventually became Boris, the wolf. This early version was released with Chapter 1. He was quickly refined into the Boris we know today with the release of Chapter 2. Boris the Wolf. Boris the Wolf, a friend to the end, was designed using various references from cartoons of the 1920s. A blend of West Coast and East Coast animation styles. This silent and supportive wolf won over the hearts of many, although at times he was a headache for the development team due to his AI talking on a mind of its own during production. Dang, so Boris was very, very hard to make. Got it. I'm still kind of a little... but I'm a little sad. What did they do? But projection is... joking. Oh, they put it in here. Alice Angel's monstrosity brood. Boris was one of the biggest surprises of Chapter 4. His design was roughly based on the Frankenstein monster, but with a more unfinished appearance. Alice took parts from with him and substituted the things that his body is rapidly rejecting. Brute Boris, so his name is Brute Boris. I miss you, Boris. Justice for Boris. Alright, guys? Bendy and hang on, hold on. Not yet. Once an equal business partner of Joey Drew, Henry Stein was a talented animator and character designer until leaving the company around 1930. His place in Joey Drew Studios history is somewhat undocumented, but he is often rumored to be the true creator behind many of the studio's most memorable characters. Like Bendy? She's quite a gal. Yeah, she's quite an evil gal. You have to admit, that was a little funny. Oh, oops. The Piper, Striker, and Fisher make up the dreaded Butcher Gang. Stressfully, the incorporated versions of the characters were designed first, and then they were reverse engineered back into their more family-friendly cartoon forms. Okay, this doesn't look cartoon friendly. Yep. This looks something that could haunt somebody's nightmares. Damn. Bro, not alright. Poor dude. So, guys, I know this is... Guys, this is... You know what? We did read all of them. Might as well read this. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Began when the devil upper cartoonist known as teamly experimented with bringing a sketch 2D style into a 3D world. After turning the idea into a horror game, Chapter 1 of the game was created in a little under a week. With programmer friend Mike DeJarz, I don't know how to pronounce that word, and released February 10th in 2017. Much to their surprise, it struck a chord with global indie gamers almost overnight. Teamly and Mike DeJarz, I'm just gonna call him DJ, decided to drop all other projects to work on Bendy and tell a most unique ink story. The entire game was completed a chapter at a time in a year and a half by a small dedicated group of indie developers. Although the concept and story remained as originally intended the game changed over devil openment as characters and models were refined from their early thrown together versions. The archive is a peek behind the scenes at the process. Welcome to the archives. Wow, I just read a lot. This game is amazing. Like, I think like my favorite chapter has to be chapter 4. Sorry, I hit my mic. Reason why is just this is like you have to like try to rescue Boris and then you end up failing. The guy who created it all, Joey G Studios. I want to say goodbye, guys. From Bendy and the Ink Machine. Like and subscribe. Bye, guys.